We have a major update on Jalen Brunson and his contract extension. According to multiple NBA insiders, Brunson is widely expected to sign an extension with the Knicks this summer. However, if Brunson signs that extension, he could potentially be leaving a lot of money on the table. If Brunson bets on himself and he has another phenomenal year, he would be eligible for a SUPERMAX contract. That is a lot of money. But Brunson signing this extension gives the Knicks a lot of options and a ton of flexibility. We're going to break down exactly what these reports are indicating, how much money Brunson is set to make with the Knicks this summer, and potentially how much money he would be leaving on the table if he doesn't wait to sign that extension. All of this and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now and make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. Brunson is signing an extension with the Knicks, and in doing so, he is taking a massive pay cut. Jalen Brunson is a leader. He is a superstar. He's proved that over the course of this season. If you don't believe it, go rewatch this season because he's proved it each and every game. He is absolutely a superstar. He does each and everything possible when he's on that floor to make sure the Knicks are better and to impact the game in a positive way. He is the point guard we've always needed. He is the leader we've always needed. And now he is potentially doing something unexpected, taking a massive pay cut in order for the Knicks to have a lot of flexibility and in order for the Knicks to have options come free agency. Him doing this is massive. Let's go ahead and break down these latest reports about Brunson and him signing that extension with the Knicks and potentially how much that extension would be for. According to Steve Popper of Newsday, he states the following. All indications are Brunson's willing to sign a 4-year, $156 million contract extension, provide 5 more years of certainty in New York rather than waiting until next summer for a 5-year, $270 million extension. In total, it would become a 5-year, $181 million restructured deal for Brunson. But get this, if he signs this extension and doesn't wait until next summer to sign an extension, he would be leaving on the table $114 million in potential earnings. That's what Jalen Brunson is sacrificing for this Knicks team. Shout out to Steve Popper of Newsday for giving us the following information about Brunson and his potential extension with the Knicks. Is this surprising to me that Brunson would sign the extension now rather than wait to get more money? No, it's not surprising. You want to know why? Because he was going to do the same thing in Dallas. When he was eligible with Dallas for an extension and he could potentially have waited to get more money, he wanted to sign with Dallas immediately, even though it meant leaving money on the table. Because for Brunson, security matters more than anything else. He said it in a number of interviews. You can never predict the future. What happens if you get injured? What happens if something happens to your body and you can't recover properly from it? There are so many things that happen in the NBA that you cannot predict. Sometimes making sure that you're protected for many, many years is the way to go. And Brunson, if he has the opportunity to do that for himself and his family, he is going to take it. Brunson has never been about the money. He's never been a dollars guy. He's never chased the bag. He wants to get paid, and he wants to get paid fairly, but he never wants to get overpaid. He doesn't want to chase bags. He is not about that life. He doesn't care about that. If anything else, he would rather help the team that he's on. And him signing this extension is absolutely going to do that. Let's not forget, if the Knicks want to quote unquote run it back and bring a lot of the players back that are on expiring deals right now, then they're going to likely need to re-sign them on better deals at a higher pay grade, and they're going to need money to do so. Brunson signing a lower extension like this, taking a pay cut, giving the Knicks a major discount once again, because you can make the argument the deal he's on right now with the Knicks is a bargain. He signs this extension with the Knicks over a 5-year period. It would be one of the best deals for a superstar in the league. And the Knicks would be so much better because of it. They would have so much more flexibility. And in free agency or via trade, if they wanted to bring somebody in, they would be able to do anything they wanted to do. They would have the cap room. They would have the players. They would have the picks. They would have the contracts. They would have everything they need to make sure they have another player to add alongside Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and OG Anunoby. That core that they obviously want to keep together. They keep that core together and maybe add another all-star to that core. So you have Jalen Brunson, all-star, Julius Randle, all-star, and maybe you add Mikal Bridges, another all-star. That team right there is going all the way to the NBA Finals. This is what we're talking about here, guys. This is what Jalen Brunson is creating by signing this extension. He could have definitely waited. He could have definitely earned that SUPERMAX deal and gotten his money. And if he did that, nobody would have said anything. There would have been no arguments because Jalen Brunson deserves that money. He earned that bag and he deserves any money he gets. But Jalen Brunson, he's a very smart person as well, too. He understands to win in this league, you need to have additional pieces on this roster, and you also need to make sacrifices. Brunson has no problem making sacrifices as long as Leon Rose is bringing in the right people. And clearly, Leon Rose can be trusted to do that. Who did he get us this year? Oh, yeah, the wing that we've always needed, OG Anunoby. Imagine this team coming back next year, a full training camp underneath their belt, and then they built up even more chemistry. What do you think they're going to do to the league? Oh, yeah, they're going to destroy the league. It's going to be January on replay each and every month until we get to the postseason. The Knicks would be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, and they would be a top team in the NBA. They would likely be a team that's predicted or projected to go all the way to the NBA Finals each and every year. If they make a couple of other notable upgrades, you will never be able to escape that conversation. This is where the Knicks are at right now. Look at the season they just had. Magical, right? They made a statement as well, and they became even more attractive in the process. And now they have all of these things working in their favor to go out in the offseason to add another major piece to this team. How can you not be excited? How can you not be happy? And after hearing things like this about Jalen Brunson, your superstar, doing things like this, your leader making sacrifices like this, taking a massive pay cut, giving the Knicks a huge discount. Why? All to make the Knicks better, all to give himself security, and also to make sure the Knicks have so much flexibility in the offseason to make the major moves they need to make this team better. And then we go into the next season, an even better team and ready to make an even bigger statement. You know, that means going all the way to the NBA Finals and not stopping there, doing everything in our power to try to win that trophy and hold it above our heads. That's the ultimate goal. We wanted to get to the ECF this year. Next year, fully healthy, absolutely gets there. And if they get to the ECF, everything's on the table. They could potentially go all the way to the NBA Finals if they go to the Eastern Conference Finals. You never know, but you can never discount this Knicks team as well. They've shown us time and time again this year. All they know how to do is fight. Next man up mentality is real. And when Tom Thibodeau is your head coach, he is going to find a way to get this Knicks team to where they need to be, where they need to go. And if he didn't have to deal with all the injuries he had to deal with this year, this Knicks team would be in the ECF as we speak right now. We can't go backwards. All we can do is move forward. And I am so happy we are going to be able to move forward with our point guard, our superstar, Jalen Brunson, who will be signing a 4-year, $156 million contract extension with the Knicks this summer. In total, bringing him up to a 5-year, $181 million restructured deal for Brunson with the Knicks. If that's not called sacrifice, if that's not called leadership, if that's not called showing everybody what you need to do as a superstar around the league, I don't know what else is. Jalen Brunson not only needs to be respected, he also needs to be admired for what he's doing here. Leaving so much money on the table to do this for the Knicks, I respect them even more. I didn't think I could respect them even more, but you know what? After him doing this, I absolutely do. Shout out to Jalen Brunson for showing everybody in the league what leadership is and what leaders do. Sacrifices are felt from the top all the way to the bottom. And this is a clear example of that. Jalen, we see you and we thank you. But what about you guys? What do you think about Jalen Brunson taking a massive pay cut and giving the Knicks a discount by signing a 4-year, $156 million contract extension? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.